Hey, cousin. Hi, everybody. Y'all on time today, boy. My volume up. My volume up on here. We live. Hey, Maya. Yes, Sandy. You be working too hard, honey. Season 2. Season 2. Oh, bring it back. Bring it back. Hey, hey. I'm going to get my Millie Rock right this year. I know that. For season 2. My Millie Rock is going to be on every block. Or maybe not. Hi, Renee. Okay, you guys know the drill. We're just waiting for a few more people to join us. And then we going to kick this thing off. Feels so good to be back. I'm fighting through a cold. Hey, Ma. Phoenix is using the potty. Like, some things don't ever change. Hey, Corey. I'm fighting through a cold, so I'm hoping that I get 30 minutes of no sneezing, snot, or whatever, because I don't know the protocol for blowing your nose on live. I don't feel like getting up. Hi, Vanita. Hi, Stevie. Hi, Amanda. Hello, my peoples. Okay. Just waiting for a few more. We'll wait one more minute. Vanita, 30 more days, sis. I need the heat on my body. I need an ocean. I need a pool. Hey, Jody. Hey, Stasia. I need Caribbean water on my body. I'm not meant to live in the United States. I'm almost sure of it. This close. All right, guys. So, we last left off discussing dreams and goals, and that's how we ended 2023. And now we're here in 2024. So, you know, people always start with their BS of resolutions. So, this week's topic is resolutions or nah. And every year it's a nah for me. But some people really follow their resolutions. I'm the kind of person, I'll make a resolution that'll start tomorrow. Okay? Like when I started working out last year, I saw a Woman King. Was that the year before last? Yeah, year before last. I saw Woman King in October. And the girl was like, okay, effective immediately, I'm going to work out. So, hey, Jan. So your resolution doesn't have to be for the new year. It just can be whenever you decide to start. But before we start talking about resolutions, I would love to discuss things that we are leaving in 2023. Let's get into that because some things need to be left in the past. And the first thing that's really close to my heart that I would love to be left in the past is you guys FaceTiming and calling me. Leave me alone, please. For 2024, just leave me alone. Don't FaceTime me. Don't call me. Don't call me, beat me if you want to reach me. I don't want to be bothered. Why do you guys love FaceTime so much? I really want to know. FaceTime is cool sometimes. But like for a regular conversation, what do you need to see me for? You want to see my picture? Scroll on Instagram, okay? And only call me if it's important. One time I called my homegirl Sarita and she was so confused. She was like, hey, is everything okay? And I was like, oh yeah, just checking in. Like that's how I want y'all to be a little bit confused when I call y'all and check in on y'all. Because my phone is not meant for those features. My phone is a text and voice note only. Other things we're leaving in 2023. Friends and family who no longer serve us. It's okay. It literally is okay to be like, you're not my person. Like, you cool. Still my peoples, though. Love when I see you, though. But I'm good with you. Like, that's fine. It's okay. Big life events will bring that out, right? So like my wedding is like, oh, everyone wants to be invited. I haven't heard from you in 20 years. What are you coming for? Like, I love you. We're still cool. We're going to be Facebook friends. You come into town, I'm going to link up with you. But you're not coming to my wedding. What is the purpose? This is a party, but a party for people who are in our lives. With things we're leaving in 2023 on social media, when unfollowing people or muting people whose lifestyles, ideas, and thoughts don't align with us. I've been on a mute train. I worked a freelance event last year. I talked about it in my last live of dreams and jobs. And the woman was capital BITCH. And there's a woman who I work with who I really like, and she just kept posting her. So her posts had to go, her stories had to go on mute because I'm triggered. And this is my social media. I don't want to have to get on and be triggered. So no. There's another guy I'm cool with. He's from the hood. All he does is bash women all day long. Bees ain't this, bees ain't that. I don't know where these bees are because I don't hang out with those kind of girls. It's too much. Mute. Like when you do a post, you know how like at these days we all post once a quarter. I love your posts. I'm good off your stories. Another thing we're leaving in 2023. Unsolicited advice. From the famous words of the prophet Jehovah, aka Hove, aka Jay-Z, aka J to the. Everybody could tell you how to do it. They never did it. If you've never done it, keep it to yourself. I've talked about how much I don't love my occupation at all times. People are like, just quit. Who's going to pay the bills if I just quit? Have you ever quit your job? Have you quit your job with not the savings that you like, with a full family, with not the abundance that you needed? Okay, so why are you telling me to do it? When I had Phoenix, I used to walk in the street and women were always, can I? No, you cannot. No, you cannot. You're not a black mom. Keep it to yourself. Some advice is cool, but unsolicited advice, I didn't ask you. Leave me alone. If you never did it, don't offer the advice. Some advice is good. And that's in context, right? Because there are some people who are not married. I would never tell them not to give me married advice because advice on being a human or a woman or being in a relationship is universal. But some things, shut the F up forever. Okay. This one may trigger some of you guys, but just listen to me. Please listen to me. We got to leave this one in 2023. Listen, hear me out. Let me finish first. I want y'all to leave this in 2023. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Hear me out. If right now, one person in your life that you love to death is accidentally killed, because we have a bunch of crazies in the street. They're shooting, they're running people over, all type of crazy shit, pushed in front of a train. Are you going to be crying and say, God is good all the time? I'll wait. Okay. I want us to say God is God. God is God. The same way God is going to give you a beautiful life, sometimes God got to give you some twists and turns too, to give us lessons, to give us blessings, etc., etc. That doesn't mean God is bad. God is God. We don't have the answers. We really don't. But God is good all the time. God is amazing. But God will also punish you, right? He's gang with karma. God said karma is his middle name. You do bad by one of his good people, he going to pull up on your ass and stand on business. God is us. We are God. We're a reflection. Are you perfect? Am I? Do y'all get it? Just, and I didn't create that. Pastor Mike of FCBC had mentioned that in one of our Bible studies, maybe like 5 or 6 years ago. And that stuck with me. And I'm like, dang, it's actually a good thing to think about. And obviously it's not a terrible thing to say God is good all the time. Like, we're completely blessed. We're completely blessed. And, I believe in God all the time, even when things are not going the greatest. But I want us to say that God is God. We don't know what he got planned. We don't know why. I dated 800 guys. They were all supposed to be my husband. It didn't work out. I wasn't like, oh, God, thank you so much. Not in the moment. I was like, God, what's good with you? I just kissed I thought that was the last frog I had to kiss. And here we are. So for 2024, I don't have a resolution, but I decided around November of 2023, when I got my American Express statement, that 2024 was going to be my year of no. Hell no, F no, mother F no, 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 no. Because I don't know how many of you have read the book by Shonda Rhimes. At this point, it probably came out like 7 or 8 years ago. And it was called The Year of Yes. Shonda Rhimes, obviously the creator of all the greatest shows that happened on ABC. Shonda had decided that she was like always in the house, being a homebody and not living to her fullest potential, right? We don't know when we're going to die. Kids are dying at 13, 14, cancer, asthma. Like we're not all set to live to 100. It's just not the reality. And she just wanted to live. So she decided that she would start saying yes more. I have the opposite problem. I say yes too much. Like, fool, you didn't like that book? Oh, fool, that was so good. I ain't got it. Exactly, Renee. So Shonda decided that she was going to start saying yes. And, I say yes too much. Like, yo, you want to go to Philippe's? Yes. Tomorrow you want to go to, I don't know, another 5-star restaurant? Sure. And then the next day you want to do this? Like, I got to stop saying yes. Hey, can you? No. This is my year of no. I'm not bending on it because I can't afford to do it. I just cannot afford to do it. We spent our savings, obviously, on the wedding, and then we had Christmas, and I don't know what happened. It's always one or two things that just throw you off of your financial, like you be doing good financially, and then one or two things just kind of throw you off. I cannot pinpoint what was one of the things. Well, actually I do. I hired this cleaner. This lady came here and I was thinking it was going to be $150, and then TaskRabbit hit me with like this $70 convenience fee. At the end, it was like $300. She cleaned 2 rooms. She used all my cleaning supplies. That was one of the things that just set me off financially. And ever since then, I feel like I've been playing catch up. And if you know me, you know how I am with my finances. I don't like to be tight on money. I don't like to be behind or anything. All my bills have to be paid. So once November, December kind of hit and things started getting a little shaky, I was like, I got to say no in 2024. Because I'd already come into the year knowing that I have 2 trips planned for the first and second quarter. And I still have a family and we still have bills, and who else knows what other surprises 2024 is going to give us. So this is my year of no financially. And just for perspective, I think I've always had a weird relationship with money, being very protective of money or not wanting to lack money. And I think that just comes from like watching my mom. Like my mom has always, we always talk about this, like held the house down, whatever. But there have been times where like money has been super tight or things haven't been correct, right? And we've had the gas off before. We've had the lights off before, even though we've lived in a house. So don't assume because somebody lives in a house, they don't struggle financially. Again, I've been in private school. I was in private school from kindergarten to my senior year of high school. It's not free. I think in when did I graduate? 2007. My tuition was $600 a month. I wish Phoenix would. I wish Phoenix would go to school for $600 a month. Well, hold up. Daycare is about $800, so I guess I kind of am paying that. But that's daycare. So how much is high school? Y'all got some high schoolers in here? What is that? So anyway, the point is that I've always like watched my mother like, make it work. Like J. Cole said, like I watched my mom rob Peter to pay Paul. Like I've witnessed somebody, move their money around and make things happen. And what you see as a kid is like your parent always wants you to be better than them, right? It's like, oh, do this better than me, do this, do that, parents love to say, oh, when you get married, you and your husband have y'all little accounts and always have your little money on the side just in case I want to act up. But it's always been like, make sure that you're good financially. Like at the end of the day, like my mom is not going to be here forever, and neither is her pension. And y'all know that pension helped with the wedding. Okay. So this the reality of like being financially responsible that has been like ingrained in my head. So even when I had my first little job at Epic and Green Acres, I would get like an $80 check, and I would measure that check out. Like, okay, I'm going to get a pair of Dunks. They cost like $35 or $40, and I'm going to use $10 a day for school for lunch. And so my priority has always been to pay my bills. So yeah, you guys can imagine my shock when the American Express bill is here, and I'm like, wow, this may be a month where I'm not going to be able to pay my statement in full. That was devastating. That was devastating. I'm so used to working 2 jobs, and this year's been like slow on my second job. So I'm working on 1 income, and I'm like, wow, like I'm poor, right? Like I'm not poor, but it's not giving with 1 check. So that's also scary. Like, am I going to have to work 2 jobs my whole life? I got to leave New York. We going to Maryland. What's good? What's good? Amanda Corsisi. We going to Upper Marlboro. That's where it's at. So anyway, that has triggered me to say no. What are some things, or like what's a resolution or non-resolution? Yes, put me in the cul-de-sac. What are some things for you guys for 2024? Like, what's something that you've come into 2024 and been like, I'm not doing that. Like I left yeses in 2023. 2024 is giving no for everybody. You guys got anything? Let me see. No is interesting too. Because when you say no, people get offended, which is really crazy. If you say, hey, Kathleen, do you want to go to the party? And I say no, you're like, what? Why you want to go to the party? So you being boring all of a sudden? So you only want to stay in the house with your husband and your kid? No, I just don't want to go to the party. Yes, boundaries. Hello. Boundaries. Me saying no is literally a boundary, even with family. Oh my God. I was watching this clip on Instagram, and it was saying that marriage is a constant act of service, right? If you are not willing to be in service of your partner, do not get married. I'm going to say it again. If you are not willing to be in service of your partner, I'm trying not to curse this year on live. Don't freaking do it. I serve Justin his dinner. I cook about 5 times a week. Wherever room he's in, I bring his dinner to him. I bring his soda. It's just how I was raised. It's how I like to run my family. Even when I'm upset with that man, I still serve him his dinner because that's my love language, right? It's like, I don't like you, but I love you. Eat, okay, and enjoy. I hope your stomach is full because I'm still not talking to you later. Right? That's being in service. And sometimes you get into these relationships and you're like, oh yeah, it's going to be about like going on dates and taking pictures for Instagram. And it's like, no, it's about being in service. And when you're not in service with the other, whether that's cooking, cleaning, going on dates, showing affection, words of affirmation, things get bad. But even in your marriage, you got to say no. Justin has a prescription that he needs me to pick up, right? I picked it up maybe 1 or 2 times. And then I felt like he thought it was a part of my routine. And I was a little bit confused because, sir, this is your medicine, not mine. So I have to respectfully say no. And you could see that he wasn't mad, but he was a little bit confused. And it was like, that was just me setting my boundary of like, hey, I'm with a toddler. Every time I bring her into Walgreens, she want me to buy something. I'm offended that she thinks I'm rich because I'm not. I am not. Okay, so I need you to handle this on your free time. Boundaries with family, with friends, with everybody. Okay, especially our moms. If you're the kid that your parent can rely on, It's like being the default parent. It's almost like even being the best worker at the job. Excuse me. No good deed goes unpunished. My mom knows that she can call me for whatever. So what does she do? She keeps on calling me. Stop set boundaries with her. No. Call your son. Leave me alone. Leave me out of this. This is exhausting. I am done being a family manager. I'm also leaving that in 2023. Y'all manage yourselves. The power of no. I've never been afraid to say no. But it's offended a lot of people. We'll be in the group chat and they be like, yeah, I'm going. So I'm like, I'm broke. I'm not going. And I'm also not embarrassed to say that I don't got it. Yes, we live in pocket watchers, in 2023. Don't worry about how much I spend. Oh, you can't go out this weekend, but you was out with your friends last week. Correct. That's where my money went. That's why I can't go out this weekend. Like, people cannot be offended when you say no. I manage a team of 8 people, 4 normals, 4 crazies. And one of the normals, she's turning crazy on me. Alice, hey, don't make me laugh. My friends wanted to go out last month. They're like, oh, let's link up. One of my friends, she moved to Texas. She's in town. And I immediately like, y'all have fun. I'm not going. Why? I'm not spending any unnecessary money. It's a no for me. Like, I'm serious. And I don't feel left out because we have 2 different priorities. And my priority is to get my finances in order. And y'all priority is to get lit and enjoy. And I will hear the recap when we get back. Anyway, so I have one normal turning crazy. And I say she's turning crazy because she has now assumed that every task that I assign to her is optional. Like, I'll say, hey, XYZ, I need you to work on this from 2 to 5. And the girl has wrote me and says, do I have a choice on whether I want to do it? And so the first time I was really confused by the question because I didn't ask you, hey, do you want to do this? Say, hey, from 2 to 5, this is what I need you to do. And the second time she asked me was like 2 days ago. And I was like, okay, let's go back. Just so that you and I are clear. The options here, right? The only thing that's optional is you do your work or you don't have a job. These are the options. So going forward, don't ask me, is this optional? It's not. Because you ain't got nothing else on your plate. My job is doing so many budget cuts. I'm literally fighting to keep my team, like keeping them working, to keep people to have jobs. It's not easy to have a job right now. And you're giving me issue about work? You want to be jobless? Like, she thought she could hit me with a no. Let me tell you something. My mom told me no like 3 weeks ago. Maybe that was a month. And I literally looked at the phone like, who's she talking to? Did she just tell me no? So she was like, no, like, I can't help you with this because like she just explaining to me. And it all made sense, but I didn't care because it was a little bit of entitlement, like, what you mean no? And so when we got off the phone, I like went to the bathroom to, like, I don't know, fix my face or something. And then I called her back and I was like, hey, I'm really proud of you. I'm so proud of you for saying no, because my mom does not say no. She's, I don't know if it's a people pleaser or she overextends herself. Then she's exhausted. Then she has an attitude. And then she drags me into it. Like, hey, can you help me? Because I promised. Whoa. Boundaries. Whatever you promised them people don't got nothing to do with me. Don't tell them, hey, I can come pick this up from you in Brooklyn. Ma'am, you don't have a car. Who gonna pick it up? You cannot pick it up. So, anyway, she told me no, and I was proud of her because I was just telling her, like, as we're talking as like women about like her marriage and her friendships, I'm like, why didn't you say no? Why didn't you speak up? And and she's like, I wish I was like you. Like, I wish I wasn't afraid to say certain things. Like, my mom was like, you gotta like poke. Her and Kim are similar in that before they turn up. Me, it's like you say one thing and I'm because I don't really know what I have done to make you feel comfortable to speak to me like that. That's me. Are there anything else? I mean, is there anything else that you guys are leaving in 2023? I don't need no poke. Okay, I'm doing the poking. I come alive. what else are we leaving in 2023? Outside of relationships, FaceTiming and calling me. Wait. There are a lot more things that I know. Oh, hey, D folks. Self-doubt. Oh my God. Tamika, are you talking to me? Are you putting my business in the chat? Leaving, downplaying my ish. Self-doubt and leaving, downplay. Wow. Y'all don't gotta scream. D folks, not leaving me behind. You don't want to rap battle me on live, boy. I will tap you in right now. Self-doubt. I am in 1000% agreement with that. Self-doubt triggers me all the time. I'll know I'm good at something, and then somebody will be like, I'll be at a networking event, they'll all talk about it, and I'll shrink. I don't know why. I want to leave that away. Downplaying your ish. I have a lots of friends, but this one friend in particular keeps doing amazing ish and then acts like it's nothing. Speaking of, if you guys had a chance to see Ladies First on Netflix, they were just nominated for Best Documentary for the NAACP Award. Shout out to Sarita Gates, who was one of the producers on there. And she's going to be like mad modest, like, yeah, we got an award. And then she's going to go eat some snacks. Right now she's having fries and caviar. She's going to look out her window, have a glass of champagne. And then tomorrow she's going to act like none of this happened. Like as if like the world is just regular. And we're like, ma'am, an NAACP award when yesterday she was having a self-doubt day. Not to put your business out there, but we're all in that mode right now. We're going to leave self-doubt. We're going to find good jobs this year. We're going to find our passions. We're going to find whatever it is, which leads me into where I'm going with this, which is my friend Alize, her and her other set of friends. I'm still confused that she has other set of friends, but that's a whole nother topic. She asked us, yes, living icon, let's go to read a gate. Whoop, whoop. Her and her other friends, they do like something where they create like a word or words that will be their theme of the year. So she had just mentioned it to me, and I was like, oh, you're like, oh, something I was thinking about. So I sat on it for like maybe 3 weeks. And then I was like, oh, my word is going to be clarity. Like, I think that if I have some clarity of who I want to be in this world, how I want to show up, what I want to do, I mean, all those things, it will help me to figure out what do I want to do with my life? What is the one job that I can apply for? I have all these skills, right? But you cannot be the master of all trades when you're trying to apply for a job. Because I'm applying for a bunch of jobs, and then they're calling me, and I'm like, 32,000. What is that? $5 an hour? You know, like, it's just not realistic. So, the prophet Jay-Z also gave us another line, and he's like, I'm clear why I'm here. How about you? Hope, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm here to make people laugh. I'm pretty sure I'm here to do everything, right? Like, I speak people, y'all feel so comfortable telling me y'all business. I tell y'all my business. Like, I'm in the business of businesses. That's what I mean. So Hov said that, you know, he's clear. How about us? So I do want to discuss a few things that I'm not clear about. Okay. One thing I'm not clear about. Why would school and daycare and everything else for children end at 2:20, but work don't end until 5? Why? Who's supposed to pick them kids up? So who's supposed to watch them kids? And after school ain't free? I want it to make sense. How does that make sense? How can I pick up a kid at 2:20 when I don't get out till 5? All right. Things that also don't make sense. Why y'all keep FaceTiming me? Leave me alone. I have respectively asked y'all to stop, and y'all keep doing it. Leave me alone. I want to disable the feature that Sometimes I don't mind a little FaceTime. Let's limit y'all FaceTimes to once a month, and let's start with asking permission first. Hey, can I FaceTime you? So that I can write you and say no. And then we can go on from there. Things that don't make sense to me. Why y'all keep giving me more work and not more money? I'm still mad about that 5K from last year. Make it make sense. My boss asked me, have you ever made calls? Like, do you make calls? No, I don't make calls. I'm the supervisor. And mind you, I really don't mind. I'll be in the dirt with my team, but I don't want you to get so comfortable in asking me to do extra things and you not paying me extra money. Like, why do I have to split my sick days with my kid? People with kids should get extra sick days. Yeah, I get 12 sick days per year. I barely call out sick because I'm such a model employee. So I think I have about like 2 months of sick, but don't worry. I'm going to use them consecutively. They're going to see. Anything else that you guys want to add? Like things that just don't, like the math isn't mathing? Like what doesn't make sense for you guys? You've never liked FaceTime. What are we FaceTiming for? Like, that was like the worst invention ever. Unless like my husband's at the supermarket and I need him to FaceTime me to get the correct thing. I'm leaving behind uncertainty. What's meant for me is meant for me. Standing on business. Correct. We're leaving behind uncertainty. Sometimes I have dibbled and dabbled in things that were not meant for me. Just so I could confirm. Like, nah, he ain't for me. But I just wanted to see. I wanted to make sure. I know God said no. But I just... I'm so glad the old cat is gone. She was cooked. You want to see my face? Ask for a picture. It lasts longer. Because I'm getting on FaceTime. And first of all, let me tell you what happened. One of my homegirls FaceTimed me with my other friend's dad on FaceTime. And I had my whole bald head out. Girl! Then she was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, see, I'm trying to do better with answering FaceTimes. But now you've invited other people on the FaceTime? Boundaries. You know I'm dealing with something. Why are you charging me more to go to a special doctor? How do I know I was going to need a specialist? Let's get into that. Why is that not covered? FSA. Why are there only certain things that are approved on Amazon for FSA? If we are purchasing panty liners, why does the brand matter? It's a panty liner, and this is the brand that I want. Add it to the approved FSA list. Red flag or Six Flags. Going to a specialist. I had to get a referral to go to a dermatologist. I don't need a referral to show that my hair is falling out in the middle. Okay? Parted like the Red Sea. I don't need a referral for that. A blind person could feel that. Okay? Like, what is the situation? Anything else that you guys are not clear about? Like, this is a safe space. Let's discuss. Let's meet in the middle and let's discuss things that we don't understand. For the people who are just joining us, I'm talking about 2024, and that my word of the year will be clarity. I'm asking the universe to give me clarity on my life. But wait. When you choose a word, okay, I'm going to come back to this. Let's bring back the old manicure and pedicure prices. Why is a manicure pedicure cost about $40? You remember when it was $20? You remember when a fill-in was $10 and a full set was $20? I need to put myself first. Amen, sister. Put yourself in the front line, baby. Why are holiday school shows at 12 noon? Phoenix gonna be dancing to me on FaceTime because ain't no way. Like, a school show should be at 7. Give me a chance to get home from work. Get to the school. Okay, things I don't understand. The new girls doing hair. What is up with y'all? You come 15 minutes late, that's $50. You blink your eye, $25. You got extra long hair, $20. Thank God I'm bullheaded. I can't deal with them. I try to have the new girls like dye one of my wigs. This girl was giving me a date. I pulled up. The hair wasn't ready. I went the other day. She's just finishing it. Yeah, you don't even follow your code of conduct. You don't even follow your rules. That's like policing the police. Do I need to check in on you? Do I need to deduct how much I'm about to give you for you not following what you requested? Anyway, with choosing a word, and while I talk about my word, I want you guys to think of some words and tell me what would be your word for 2024. I chose clarity. And in choosing clarity, I understand that with clarity is not going to come such great things, right? I'm asking for, did my computer just knock me off of Facebook Live? Okay, here we go. I'm asking for clarity in certain things. With clarity, I'm going to become clear on things that I don't need, right? That's a little scary. Like I may say, God may say, okay, Kat, I need you to do this. But doing this requires leaving this person, setting this boundary. That's a little scary. It's a little scary. Like what is clarity going to bring me, right? Is clarity going to have me be like, Justin and Phoenix, y'all have to stay in America and I'm moving to Mexico? Right? Like maybe I don't need to be around them for real. Maybe not every day. Alizé's words are ease and expansion. Honey, you move with ease. Alizé, my friend Alizé is one of those parents who doesn't complain. And when she said it the other day, it's like it really hit me like, wow, she really doesn't complain. And she was like, I go through the same feelings that you guys go through. With your kids, I just don't complain because in her mind, it's like, what is she going to do? But in my mind, it's like, if I don't complain, I'm going to jail. And we already discussed why I cannot go to jail. Okay. Discernment. God, show me what it is really before I experience it. College taught me discernment. Like, okay, I'm not cursing. Y'all heifers is cool and all, but I don't really like y'all. I don't want to hang out with y'all. I found the best group of girls I can hang out with, and we're still friends to this day. Cornell's service and impact. Okay, my sister's a Delta. She been throwing up the dynasty sign, as Kanye said, and she's here for service, and she wants to impact. You're trying to help y'all single ladies get your minds right, because Cornell woke up one day last year and decided that she was ending her engagement because he was no longer servicing her. So that's what I'm saying. He was no longer meeting her needs. He wasn't that guy. So she left him in 2023, maybe 2022. But that's another thing we're adding to the list of leaving in 2023. And that was painful, right? Imagine like you have to end something. My friends are brave as fuck. Stop. Okay, I'm not cursing. That was one. Strike one. What other words did you guys have? Yes, think of a good word. Don't rush. Tammy, just think of it. My brother and my mom both chose peace, like peace of mind, like peace in their decision making so that they can move forward with other decisions. Like if you're at peace with what you've done in your life, where you are in your life, it will help you to just be at peace going forward. My mom saying peace, and her peace is like shedding family who no longer serve her, including her brothers. All a hot mess. Am I putting too much business out there? My bad. Okay, what else we got? Let me take a water break. Oh, yes. Cornell and Tammy, you guys are Soros. My friend Cornell is having an event on February 11th. It's a Galentine's game day. And it's for like single women or not single women, but women who are looking for friendship to link up and meet other women who also want friends, who also want fun. It's also a networking event, right? You never know who you can meet, who may have the job opportunity you want, who may know your future husband. He may be her brother, her uncle, or her dad. We ain't discriminating. So Cornell is here in the comment section. Her name is Cornell_Hickman. You can like go on her Instagram page. It's there. And I'll repost the event on my story after this, but definitely check it out. So clarity. Any other words? It's our first one back, so I'm not going to keep you guys for too long. Not an NDA. You Beyonce gotta sign an NDA to hang out with you. Alizé has now dropped the Eventbrite in the comment section. Obedience and abundance. Those are good words. obedience. I'm going to get back to the gym as soon as I can breathe. I'm dealing with a huge life change that is altering my breathing outside of this cold. But I still been in the house stretching. I'm trying to stay as consistent as I can as my body does my body. But anyway, guys, it's really been a joy. I love chatting with you guys, and I'm so happy to be back. Residuals, hello. I'm so happy to be back chatting with you guys. We'll be back in 2 weeks, and we'll be back with my friend Quinell Hickman, who is a licensed therapist. And don't run, guys. Do not run away from the idea of therapy, because y'all niggas, oh God, y'all need an exorcism. But we'll start with therapy. Okay, guys, so we'll chat. I would love to hear more about what you guys want to hear me discuss in 2024. Leave it in the comments, DM me, give me some ideas. You guys are my production team. We are here together. This is a village, okay? And adults need their village. So help a sister out. All right, guys, have a good night. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to leave cursing in 2023. Probably not. I love a good cuss because y'all don't listen until I start cussing. Can you post a question on your story? Yes, I will post a question on my story. Also, please follow my page. I created a page just for these stories. I'm going to be on here for now because obviously all my followers are still here, but follow my business page. It's at Who Cares Cat. Who Cares Cat. Y'all care. Please follow. Also, don't expect me to follow you guys back. It's a business page. I'm providing the business. You guys are not. I follow you on my personal page. I think that's sufficient. But follow the page. And the one thing that I do want to ask of you guys for 2024 is, what is that called? Excuse me, I'm really gassy. Help push forward. Help a friend. There's a term. It's not coming to my brain right now. But one thing I ask you to do is help a sister out by either sharing my page. So share my page in your story, refer this live video to someone, even if it's in their DMs. Share. I would really appreciate the follows, the shares, the comments. You don't have to post my live to your story if you don't feel comfortable. But forward it to somebody hey, you should check this girl out. She's cute and she's funny. Share, like, and post. Until next time, bye-bye, lovers.